Good morning. Welcome to your early morning intuitive guidance. I'm Dr. Bonnie Nussbaum, America's kick-ass coach and psychologist. Here are some words for our day. And today we have the Oracle card deck, The Oracle of E by Pam Grout and Colette Baron-Reed. And I like these cards because they're very magical and they kind of cut to the chase of what's important, I think. So, Oracle of E by Pam Grout and Colette Baron-Reed. Our card for today is Magic Carpet. Magic Carpet. So let's just take a couple of nice deep breaths to settle in. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And as you begin to breathe like this, your body's already going to begin to relax, because as you've practiced this up, the signals that cue your brain, okay, it's time to settle in, start getting fired. So just settling in, breathing deeply. Magic Carpet. Here are the words. Go ahead, open it. It's your invitation for a personal magic carpet ride to anywhere you want to go. You don't even need to send an RSVP. Jump aboard, my friend. You are on your way to enchantment and miracles. So think about those words as applied to living your life. Good morning to whomever has popped on. Glad you're here. Think about those words as applied to living your life. If we view living our life as a magic carpet ride, we're going to have a whole lot of wonder and awe that people who view it as drudgery or tiring or whatever are not going to have. Not going to have. Again, we keep going back to these lenses through which we're looking at our world, and they greatly influence what we literally see based on those lenses. So let me give you an example. Many years ago, I don't even know if it was in the 50s or 60s, they did a research study with kittens, raised these kittens either to be living in a totally vertical appearing environment, so table legs, that kind of stuff, or a totally horizontal environment, the tabletop, etc. So one aspect, horizontal or vertical, was emphasized and the other was very much de-emphasized. Once those kittens had grown up, they put them in an environment that contained the horizontal and the vertical, and they couldn't figure out what they hadn't been raised with. So like the kittens who were raised in the vertical environment, they could not jump up on a tabletop because horizontal was not part of their frame of reference. Ditto, the ones who were raised with horizontal would bang into the table legs because they were not having a frame of reference for vertical. That's a pretty profound example of this kind of thing. But again, as human beings, we have cortex, we have higher functioning systems here that we can bring online. Good morning, Joe. To help us realize where we've got the blinders on, and then have ways to take those blinders off. Okay? So kind of pulling on yesterday's conversation here, if you view the world as a dangerous place, those are your filters. When you're out and about, you're going to be looking for danger. And what are you going to see? Danger. If you believe the world is a safe place, the world is a welcoming place, and you go out looking, what are you going to see? Signs that the world is a safe, welcoming place. The world hasn't changed, perhaps, but your view of it has, and you're only going to be able to see what you have allowed yourself to see. Those self-imposed limitations are going to necessarily box you in terms of what you can perceive. So mess around with this. This is kind of fun. Pick a perspective that you'd like to adopt. So let's say I want to believe that the world is abundant. And now I'm going to consciously go out and find examples of the abundance in the world. If I wanted to go out and find the examples of the scarcity in the world, I could find that too. But I'm choosing abundance. What do you choose? What do you choose? What do you want to see in this world? and then go out and find it. It's out there. So I'm trying to think of one that would be a little more obscure, and you might have to search a little more. Maybe we pick something that's a little non-tangible. Love. How about love? Now you're going to go out and you're going to look for it. Your frame of reference, the filter through which you look at things, may color some things as this is an example of love. Someone else may look at that same thing and say, no, that's just an example of kindness, or that's just an example of duty or obligation or whatever. Perspective is everything. Perspective is everything. And since we have this earth walk to walk, since we're here for whatever amount of time we're here, would it not behoove us to look at things through a pleasant lens? If I want to have a life that is joyful and productive, wouldn't it be wise to choose some lenses that are kind of like this magic carpet? So when I look at the world as, well, kind of that Einstein thing, you can look at the world as though nothing is a miracle or as though everything is a miracle. What if we practice that today, looking at everything in the world as a miracle? So as I'm looking around my office, I've got a lamp on. Light, what a miracle. Human beings figured out how to recreate a little glob of the sun at will. We pull a chain, there it is. How amazing is that? The air conditioner in the window. I could be sitting here really warm, or I have this thing in the window that I turn the knob and cold air emanates forth. How awesome is that? The water in my cup. Water is such an amazing substance. Think about that. Liquid. We're so used to most of our world, and most of our world is liquid, but we experience most of our world as solid, don't we? But think about, well, for those of you who are involved and interested, please send up some prayers and good juju today, because there might possibly be a vote today on the Line 5 pipeline. So I'm really keeping good energy in the air that it's time to decommission that pipeline and take good care of our Great Lakes. So we'll see what happens with that. But if any of you are interested, and the hearing is today at 12:30 Central Time, so it would be 1:30 Eastern Time. Good morning, Mel. So if any of you want to watch those proceedings, send me a private message and I will get you the link to, I'll need your email. I'll get you the link to watch the proceedings to see what, and hopefully it's a vote. This has been going on for so long. Let's get this taken care of. All right. So for those of you who just jumped on, they may possibly be voting on whether or not to decommission Line 5 today. So that would be, my hope is bye-bye pipeline. Let's be done with this. So the magic carpet ride that we are on, that is our earthly existence. I always call it the earth walk, but if you called it a magic carpet ride, can you already see how that modifies your perspective about living a life? Huge difference, right? How do you want that magic carpet ride to go? What do you want that magic carpet to do for you? Where would you like it to take you? What sights would you like it to show you? Just imagine that. And I've done that in the past on some of these Zooms, is walked people through a guided imagery with that magic carpet. You can do that for yourself too. Those of you who have iPhones, there's usually a recording function on there. So you could actually make up a script for, good morning, Lisa, for your magic carpet ride, and then listen to your script as you're in a meditative state. Allow that to take you where you want to go. The cool thing, it's kind of like dreams. Dreams have far fewer limitations in them than we impose upon ourselves in our lifetime, right? So we can go from A to Z in a dream very quickly. Things we need in a dream can materialize instantly. There's far less barriers and limitations in our dream state than our waking state. Good morning, Judy. So we can take advantage of that. Those of you who feel like you don't dream, I will disagree with you. You do dream, you're just not remembering them. You can prime the pump a little bit for remembering them by, when you lay down at night, put a paper and pen by the bed, set the intention, I will remember my dreams. When you wake up, write down whatever you have, little snippets. Pieces of dreams are as valid as whole dreams, okay? And there's usually wonderful messages in our dreams that can guide us. If you're unsure what to do with a dream once you have it, let's say it's pretty heavily encoded. There's this beautiful Gestalt technique that I've used with clients before, and I'll teach you right now. You just take a piece of paper. You write all of the aspects of the dream down the left-hand side of the paper. So let's say the snippet of the dream that you have is that you're at the airport and you're trying to get on the plane and nothing is working. You can't get through the turnstile. The TSA is holding up your bag, whatever. Be all those things. I am the turnstile. It's my job to let people through or keep people out. And you just write down that description. I am the TSA agent. I'm frustrated with my job. I get a little mean. I sometimes don't let people through that could go through, whatever it is. Just keep talking. I'm the traveler. I'm frustrated that nothing is working. So you write down this whole narrative from all of these aspects of your dream, and then you go back and you read that narrative out loud to yourself. Usually, like midway through, you go, oh, that's what this is about. I'm feeling frustrated in life. I'm feeling hamstrung. I'm feeling like nothing is simple, blah, blah, blah. I can do some healing work around that, okay? So we've drifted quite far from our magic carpet card, but that's okay. Spirit takes me where I'm supposed to go with this stuff. Who's ever meant to hear whatever part of what I said will hear it, which is cool. But magic carpet, spend some time today looking at your journey through life with awe. Even this particular day, this Thursday, you may think, well, this is just a mundane Thursday. Look at it through those eyes of wonder and awe and wisdom, and see what you see that's different than when you're looking at them through this is just a mundane Thursday eyes. Have an awesome day. Those of you who are going to be on tonight for our 9th round of the Lightening Your Load class, I'm really looking forward to that. I'm thinking, and I don't know exactly when we'll get around to it, but I'm thinking I will offer a 5-week Lightening Your Load class next, and running parallel with that a 5-week money thing, stepping us into abundance, releasing our old limitations about money, and just opening it up and playing with it and seeing what kind of fun things we can get generated by looking through different lenses at that also. So have an awesome day. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are. Go out and make it a magical Thursday. Bye-bye.